So, let's dive into a really powerful idea. The way you start your day doesn't just shape your morning, it can literally define your entire life. Ready? Let's get into it.
It all boils down to this one simple but huge choice. The second that alarm goes off, you're at a fork in the road. And this isn't really about getting a few extra minutes of sleep. It's about deciding what kind of day and, let's be real, what kind of life you actually want to build.
Okay, so let's really dig into why that first decision of the day is such a big deal. Those first few moments after you open your eyes, they set the tone for everything that's about to happen.
Think about that snooze button for a second. It feels so harmless, right? But it's the very first decision you make. And when that decision is later, you're literally training your brain to procrastinate. You're starting your day already behind, reacting to the world instead of getting ahead of it.
This brings us to the early riser's secret weapon. And look, this isn't about punishing yourself. It's about giving yourself a strategic edge while everyone else is still asleep. The number one advantage? Control. That early morning time is probably the only time of day that is 100% yours. No emails, no calls, no one else's problems. It's your chance to be proactive, to decide what your day is going to be about instead of just reacting to everyone else's emergencies. Second, you get this incredible mental clarity. I mean, when you first wake up, your mind is a clean slate, right? It's not cluttered with all the stress and noise of the day yet. This is prime time for deep thinking, for solving tricky problems, or just for getting crystal clear on what you actually want to accomplish.
And third, you get the amazing gift of solitude. We live in a world that is just screaming for our attention 24/7. So those quiet, uninterrupted hours in the morning, they're priceless. It's your time to just connect with yourself and your goals with zero distractions.
And hey, it's not just us saying this. Some of the greatest minds in history, like Albert Einstein, they understood this completely. He knew that solitude wasn't about being lonely. It's the fuel for creativity and big ideas. The quiet of the morning is like a laboratory for your mind.
All right, so we've talked a lot about the why. Now let's get down to business with the what. Here's a super simple but incredibly powerful 3-step system to completely own your morning. Think about it. There are two kinds of mornings. You've got the reactive morning, you know the one. Alarm, grab the phone, scroll, rush out the door. It just leads to stress. Then there's the intentional morning. It starts with purpose, and that leads to momentum and a feeling of control. So the question is, how do we get that morning?
Well, it really just comes down to these three things. First, wake up your body. Think about Muhammad Ali training before the sun came up. Getting your body moving energizes you. Second, feed your mind. Warren Buffett apparently spends hours reading every single morning. You don't have to do that, but even just 15 minutes of learning can make you sharper. And third, plan your day. Oprah Winfrey is famous for taking time to set her intentions, making sure she runs the day, not the other way around.
But let's be real for a second. The biggest obstacle isn't your alarm clock. It's that voice in your head telling you to stay in bed. The key to beating that voice? It's all about discipline. This quote from former Navy SEAL Jocko Willink is so powerful because it just flips the whole idea of discipline on its head. We think of discipline as being restrictive, right? But it's the total opposite. The discipline to wake up early gives you the freedom of having more time, more control, more clarity. It frees you from a life of just reacting.
So how do you actually build that discipline? Let's get tactical. First, that alarm clock, put it on the other side of the room. Force yourself to physically get out of bed. Also, a great morning starts the night before, so make your sleep a priority. And give yourself a reason to get up that you're actually excited about. Please, don't try to go from waking up at 8 a.m. to 5 a.m. overnight. Just start with 15 minutes earlier. And that groggy feeling when you first get up, it's totally normal. It passes. Just push through it.
And here's the real magic. Winning that first battle of the day doesn't just stay in the morning. It kicks off this incredible chain reaction, a ripple effect that shapes your entire day.
It's like that one small victory of just getting out of bed when you said you would. It builds momentum. It makes that next good decision and the one after that so much easier to make. You're basically building a winning streak that starts the moment your feet hit the floor.
You've probably heard this quote from Admiral McRaven, and it's perfect. Making your bed, it's a small thing, but it's a task completed. It gives you this tiny jolt of pride and reinforces the fact that you are someone who does what they say they're going to do. That one small win ripples out into bigger and bigger wins all day long. And so, that brings us right back to the beginning, back to that fundamental choice. Are you going to be the person who hits snooze and starts the day in chaos, or the person who rises with intention and takes control? The choice is, and always will be, yours.
So here's a challenge for you. Don't just listen to this and think, that's interesting. Actually try it. For just 1 week, 7 days, commit to waking up with intention. Use the time to move your body, learn something new, and plan your day. Just see what happens. You might be shocked at the power that's been waiting for you in those quiet morning hours.